Weekly wins on Wednesday. Where's the team? There we go. There we go, guys. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, everything's great on my side.
Weekly win
on Wednesday.
I know. We have a guest. Are you going to share your story of experience, strength, and hope there, pretty girl?
How was your week? 7 days went by. What's happening, guys?
I want to know how your guys' week was. Did you guys have any wins?
Yes, a huge one.
What?
There is actually a couple. One is I'll talk about us first. No. I'll say two things, and then you guys can take the lead.
All right.
One, I'm very proud of us because I love this team. I love what we're doing. I'm super honored and proud to be a part of. And we went and showed out at the West Coast Symposium. Everybody that I encountered was absolutely amazing. I'm proud of us for pushing past our fear because that was the first time that we all had to actually get up as a team and speak, which was very nerve-wracking because it is very weird to talk about like your own personal, or at least for me, your own personal journey on how I even like met you two boneheads in a loving way. I say that in a loving and thank you God for the opportunity. And then we can emphasize on the West Coast Symposium because that was a big deal, but I don't want to take up too much time because these are short. And then the second thing is every single year, childhood best friend who lives in Texas. It was the first, not only being out there to represent and continue on Josh's legacy, rest in peace, homie, who passed away from a rare cancer that took him in 75 days 9 years ago. They do a charity golf tournament and put through, he loved golf and he was a caddy. So they put kids through college playing that specific sport. And so I got to meet 3 of the recipients and they spoke super well. And also it was the first charity event that NEM Recovery was able to sponsor a whole and represent and be out there. So the Infinity Group, Hopeaholics, NEM Recovery, and our treatment centers, we out there, fellas. We out there. And I'm proud of you boys because you guys looked fantastic, very professional, and our booth was the dopest booth there by far, if I can say that. And I'm just really excited to be a part of the team. The baddest in the game. We taking over.
How was it for you, Shane? How was your wins?
Wins?
Yeah.
Week was great. Week was busy. Really busy. The wife was out of town. Had to take care of the kids. That was a big win for me.
Guys, I love how I just spit like hella good shit and you totally are somber and sad right
and,
now.
wow. And then, we had the West Coast fucking Symposium, bro. We got up there on stage. We were kicking ass. 3 of us there. I mean, was I a little nervous?
You did great, Shane.
Was I a little nervous? Sure, I was a little nervous. So was I talking fast? Maybe.
No, you did everything.
I was amazing. Up there. And I could do it now by heart. I don't need the papers anymore. I can flow right now. Like yeah, that's the thing.
Chad, you represented as a CEO should, baller, and tied up everything the best I've ever heard. I
thought you were done, and you were going to let us.
I know, but you guys are boring and.
I was just in here all pumped up. You actually a minute ago you said you're going to say 2 things and let us take the lead, and then I tried to take the lead. You didn't like the way you didn't like the way I talked. I got all pumped up, and then you.
No, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree with her. It was like really weird. Like you went that's not where you purposely went. Till your wife was out of town when that's not what we were talking about.
Thank you.
You did that on purpose.
Thank you.
Tell us what your fucking real win was.
The real win was getting up on stage and kicking ass in front of 35 strangers, bro.
There was a lot more than 35.
Was there more than 35?
I would say
there was at least.
I blacked.
50.
There was at least 36.
As soon as I greeted the first person, I blacked out. That was it. The rest I cannot remember. I greeted and I found my thing. You know when you find your thing?
Yeah.
Like I found my thing. My thing is the audience.
And that took away your nerves, didn't it?
All my nerves. My interaction.
Let me ask you a question because this was a big deal for all of us. Just so everybody is clear. Like this was a big deal for us. And the thing is that yes, it was our first time speaking as a group. Mm-hmm. And it was in front of our peers.
Yeah.
In the same
industry.
Yeah. We're nitpicky.
I mean, it can be. They could.
It's natural. If peers are nitpicky, that's normal.
It's a different environment because it's not where we obviously go. We speak obviously on the podcast, interview people. We go to AA meetings. We go to Recover Out Loud, and speaking out in front of that audience is very different than speaking in front of peers and doctors and investors.
And when you're talking shit, they're going to call you out on it. They're going to know about it.
And look, we were nervous.
Yeah.
All of us were nervous.
Yeah.
You know, even all of us. There was 5 of us that were nervous. Mm-hmm. One that wasn't, and the one that wasn't was our lawyer. No, Sahar was not nervous.
Yes, she was.
Was she?
A little bit. Well, not nearly like us because I mean she's a killer in what she does, but not
typically she does get nervous though. Speaking.
Of course, everybody does. If you're saying that you don't get nervous before you go up there and publicly speak about any topic, you're a liar.
So Shane, did that take away your nerves doing that?
I feel that it helped me get past a lot of the silliness that I think about prior. And I think that now that I have my routine and I know what I'm going to do and how my comfort zone is. Yeah. So it's all about me finding my comfort zone. Now I found my comfort zone.
Well, I have to tell you what you do, how you greet. It reminds me of technically kind of a meeting where you make people feel welcomed and warm, and it relaxed me. Yeah. And I loved it because I'm naturally clearly like loud, and you are as well. And so it just sets the tone that like. That's why
we are.
That's why we're different, though.
Yeah,
so totally. We move differently. We're in the industry, but we're by far a different breed, and it's because each one of the executive team members brings a different element, and we're like super professional when we need to be, and we don't have the stuffiness of being in a business environment, and that's what I think is really important. Is that we're very welcoming, and doing that makes people that are coming into something like that, which normally are boring. We've sat in a ton of them, and they're not. You zone out, and so like right off the gate,
nobody zoned out in ours. No. Not one person zoned out. I wanna finish up though. I wanna kind of say what happened. So I stood at the podium because that's kind of my thing. How I kind of relax and I start to look at everybody in the crowd. But what Shane did is Shane went and hugged and introduced everybody and yelled their name up to us, and then we would say welcome and all of this, and then I got up there and I pretended like I was doing bad jokes. Well, I was saying I wasn't pretending. I was just doing bad jokes.
They were horrible.
They were really bad,
which were funny,
and it actually relaxed me, and having Shane do that relaxed me more, and I was able to do my part. It's a little bit hard to open. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's a little bit scary. For me, it's scary
for anybody,
to be the first one up there talking and introducing people, because like you can blow it.
Yeah.
Well,
right off the bat.
I agree, and it sets the tone for the whole rest of the thing.
And I agree with what you're saying, but the way we're going to have it fucking set up, it's impossible, because even if you were to blow it,
you could unblow it. You could unblow it for me.
Exactly. Yeah. Dad, what was that, bro? Come on, I mean, man.
That's how we roll. We're a team.
Yeah, man.
I'm
fucking excited. I just got squirmy in my seat.
So I want to tell everybody too, because about 6 months ago, maybe more, there's a picture of us somewhere on our Instagram where we're at the Aspire tour. Right? And it was that moment that, at least for me, and I'm pretty sure that you guys got the bug too, but like we were there watching it, and we were like, fuck, we can do this. And like for me, it really became something. I was like, no, I've spoke before, and I wanna be a speaker.
Yeah.
So we started to manifest that we were going to be speakers.
Fucking A, we did.
And this was actually our very first real speaking engagement where we were invited to speak, right? Yeah. So that was cool. This is just the beginning. We got through our fears.
Yeah.
Nobody poured sweat. I just want to be clear that I have a sweating problem.
No, but you actually did not.
I didn't even sweat a little bit. Not even my underarm.
Nick, you don't like sweaters.
Huh? I don't like sweaters.
You don't wear sweaters.
No.
You're not a sweater
guy. And I don't really like hugging people that are sweating.
No, sweaters. Yeah. No, I meant the actual jacket sweater.
No, you didn't sweat. You actually didn't sweat at all, and that's because obviously Chatty Natty went over, and I was worried that my whole thing was not so much about what I delivered, but more so that I fucked you up, and then I was worried that it was gonna make you start sweating and panicking. But obviously God had us because you fucking killed it and wrapped that in a bow. Like I am super.
What color was the bow?
Black.
Fuck yeah, it
like
was.
Our hearts. I'm super proud to stand beside this team because being in that position and having all of a sudden everything that you had to say, then you had to dial it in right there on the dime, on the cuff, like in real time, is one, difficult to do. Number two, that's when you really actually should have started sweating because all of a sudden now it's not how you actually had envisioned, but you murdered it. I have no notes. You did so well.
Murder. You committed a fucking felony. Okay.
So with that, I think is a true testament of all of your preparation and work because you already knew what you were going to say and then God took it from there.
Yeah.
I do believe preparation is important.
Of course.
You know, you want to prepare, and I'm going to continue to prepare.
Yes,
I agree.
To hone in my skills.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to just have.
And it came through. Clearly.
I don't want to have just one story. I want to have stories.
Stories.
Well, and you have to think. I also feel the same in the sense of like what I see for us, especially being the three amigos.
Oh.
Well done, boys. Is we'll have to constantly switch it up because people are going to continue to come to us, and I don't want us to be a one-show pony.
That is never going to fucking happen because we have humor on our side.
Yeah.
We have humor on our side. That's never gonna fucking.
And the more comfortable we all get, we'll just say whatever
we're not gonna have
to say. That's on the top.
Soon we'll just have like say, okay, we're gonna do this. I mean, it's gonna be fucking sick. I mean, I've been envisioning it every night when I go to sleep, even like with 100 people in the audience.
I like this. I like how excited Shane's getting.
Yeah, because
I'll be sitting down. Like I'll have chairs. I'll have chairs in the stadium where they're empty. They're reserved. I'm gonna be sitting them next to people saying, "Are you listening? Is this guy boring or what? What is going on here?" You know, like I'm gonna be in comedic. Like this is gonna be fucking incredible.
Should we give them a little taste of what our idea is?
Yes.
So Shane and Nat are gonna be out in the audience, welcoming people, greeting people, talking to people, and I'm gonna be either up at the podium or in the green room in the back, if they're depending on how the setup is.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna be like, Shane, what are you doing? And he's going to be like, I'm greeting everybody. And I'm like, all of our mics are going to be hot, right? They're going to be hot mics. Yes. And I'm be Shane, I'm in the back. I'm practicing. I'm getting ready. I'm telling jokes, getting myself prepared.
I'll go, tell me if you, just me and you, baby, just me and you.
And then I'll start telling really, really bad jokes.
Yeah.
Like jokes that aren't funny. Maybe one that's funny, but most of them won't be funny. And you guys are going to have little crickets on your phone or you're going to have applause.
Yeah.
Whether it's good or bad.
Yeah,
and then we'll be
just continue welcoming people the whole 100%.
time. Because I'll ask people like,
100%.
That was a horrible joke, right?
Or exactly.
And then I'll show like crickets and play
it
and have them interact.
And then you go up and do your thing, and my thing's going to be on the stage. And when you guys are quiet, maybe on the couch, and I'm going to walk up, tell a 2-minute story about myself, then leave back in the audience, and then we'll fit a little bit of myself in there with. I'm fucking. It's going to be nothing like that out there. Nothing like it.
Nothing.
Zero.
And you can try to steal our act, but you ain't going to be able to take our act. No. You can't take the three amigos.
Often imitated, never duplicated.
Yeah. Shit.
I mean, you know
what? That's not even.
And look, people have tried to steal our podcast idea.
Yeah, they have.
You're the first in the game.
And we are the first in the game.
We are.
The Hopeaholics podcast is a God-given gift. Mm-hmm. And it's not for us. It's for all of you guys that are listening to this podcast right now, today.
Yeah.
This is a gift from God.
Yeah.
And it's the first of its kind.
First.
There is nothing out there like this.
There really isn't.
There's nothing out there like the three amigos.
Oh.
Hey!
Is it or hey?
I don't know.
We could pull it up and play it later.
We'll figure it out. Let's just... because we want to make sure to get it right one of these days.
I'm proud of us.
I'm proud of you guys. Look, I'm proud of this whole team. I'm proud of Emily and Lewis for fucking holding it down.
dealing with all of our personalities, all
they didn't put it out there to the whole world that we were freaking out behind the booth when we got interrupted praying and all that.
I know. I think that's funny that Chad got interrupted while he was praying, and then I got interrupted.
I just bolted out while you guys were all out there on the.
I went behind a thing. Like, the fact that Sahara even found me is insane.
Your feet were showing.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Oh.
You saw him?
Yeah.
You knew she was behind the thing? Did you know she was praying?
No, I didn't know what she was doing.
What did you think?
I was too in my own world.
That's hilarious.
We were all in our. I bolted from the room where they were all getting ready, and I went to our booth, and we had a big booth, and I went behind the booth, and we had chairs back there, and I'm sitting there, literally hands folded, head down, praying. Fucking Lewis opens this big ass door, and he's like, "Are you okay?" That's what he said to me. "Are you okay?" I was like, "Fuck no." I said yes, but I was like, "No, I'm not okay right now."
I played it off like I was like doing something else. I'm literally standing there with my hands like this and my eyes closed, and then all of a sudden here comes Sahar talking some like I don't know, and I pretended to. She just caught me off guard. I'm like, I'm not doing what I'm doing. But you know what I do want us to do before we go do something like that? We should all get together as a group and pray.
And pray, yeah.
Because that way we don't have to try to hide and do individual. Obviously, everybody do your individual shit that you need to do, but then together collectively, I think that's the only thing that I would like to incorporate in future stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you know who does that? I watch them. Emily, not our Emily, but it's Emily and her husband. They literally sit together, they huddle together, and they have a little prayer together before like one of them goes out on stage. I follow them on Instagram. Emily's actually a pretty good speaker. Yeah,
she's great. She's been doing it for a really long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she can get you feeling like what I like about speakers is can they move your emotions?
Exactly.
Can they take you from happy to laughing to sad to I don't want to not angry, but maybe passionate.
Or like inspired and motivated, and like you want to start having conversations once you get up and leave, having conversations of like whatever it is that struck you. And what I did notice from our first time speaking as a group is that we did move people, because I saw multiple like tears in people's eyes of just like they're right there. They're listening to what we're saying. And I think that's awesome, because we incorporate, obviously, this journey is extremely personal to each one of us, but then we're very much business oriented as well. So we have a fusion of both. And I think that's what makes us very different, is that we are able to combine the two and not make those types of things really boring.
What are you doing?
I thought while she'll talk, I'm going to get some exercise in.
I thought I did good at the very beginning by summing up everything quickly.
Okay, so lastly, people have said to me, how do you?
That's the wrong one.
How is it scary for you to public speak? You're on a podcast all the time. I just want to tell people that it's really different in the podcast. We're in a studio. The only people in here right now is me, Shane, Natalie, Emily, and Lewis, and then a guest.
And my dog.
This is not public speaking.
Totally.
This is in studio speaking.
You're not on a podium. You don't have your computer in front of you. Yeah.
Like if I start sweating, I just go turn the air conditioner on, or I go to the bathroom and wipe my head down and come back, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I will say that it was scary to do this the first time, though.
But it's also different too, because you're speaking in front of this isn't in front of other like addicts and alcoholics, which yes, sir, some are in the audience, but it's like people in the industry that we are in as well. So
doctors.
You have doctors.
There was a doctor. There was a doctor in ours.
Yeah.
There's MD.
Two.
Yeah.
There's two.
There was two MDs.
Mm-hmm. And you have investors. You have other people and
therapists.
Yes. So it's like that makes it a little bit more. Those are
intimidating.
Yeah.
Because you guys want to know what my degree is? I got a PhD, a play-a-hater degree. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, that's from the song. What song is that?
Don't know.
Yeah, I forget.
That's like way back.
Yeah.
Way back. Throwback.
But another win. It's the first time NEM Recovery is out there with a sponsorship. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's amazing.
All right. Well, I think we won this week.
Big.
We won by walking through our fears. We won by showing up and showing out.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Natalie sometimes says to me, you need to go look in the mirror and remember who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Does she?
She does say shit like that to me because, like,
we tell ourselves that, like,
I try to stay very humble, because I'm not in charge anymore. Totally. Like, God is truly in charge, and everything that's built here was built on the foundation of God.
For sure.
But I was there too.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I am proud. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of you guys.
You've been putting in the work and showing up
every day.
Also. So it's like we're so hard on ourselves already that, like, it's good to have individuals being like, yo, dog, you're fucking dope. Remind yourself. You're the shit. Because we obviously are telling us all the time that we're not, and we're the ones that are cutting.
I just don't like to yell it from a mountaintop, because that's what level 4 leaders do. They yell it from the mountaintop. Look at what I've built.
Well, no, if you
look at what I have built, okay, everyone.
I'll just tell you right now, if you started doing that, I'd cut your shit down. I'd be like,
look at this, Shane.
Sit your ass down.
Shane, look at it. Figaro, Figaro, Figaro. Figaro, Figaro, Figaro.
And also, I have another one. It's for you. What? Your win.
What?
You were able to go to Coop's graduation. Big deal.
Oh, yeah.
My son graduated high school. That's a huge deal. That's a big win.
Yeah.
Big win.
And yesterday.
You know what? Never mind.
My daughter turned 16.
Wow, that's a good one, too.
That's another win.
Big wins.
All right, see you guys.
Proud moments. Love you guys.